So the main thing I want to focus on was the A push DBQ prompt context. All right, can you guys? So you guys hopefully have this up on your computer because you guys gonna be typing it in. You guys can submit to Google Classroom. That way I can give you guys some feedback. But I'm also gonna talk about it now. So I really want. This is all we're doing is just a little bit here. It's not gonna be a whole lot. But let me get someone to start reading section 1.
Section 1, prompt breakdown practice. For each prompt below, break down the prompt and the corresponding box next to it. What skills is in the prompt asking you to complete? Identify causes. Describe change or what stayed the same, etc. What is the topic in history? What are the years you are given? What is significant about these dates?
All right. Are there any questions for what you need to do with the prompt section?
No.
Nope. Okay. Let me get someone else to start reading where it says in the contextualization box.
In the contextualization box, below the prompt, write the context portion of a DBQ in the space provided. Remember, your context should tell me what happened roughly 20 to 30 years before the prompt.
Yes, key thing. It gotta be something that happened. Hold on 1 second, Frederick. You gotta make sure you say something that happened roughly 20 to 30 years before the prompt. That's where the contextualization comes in at. And that's the reason why I'm still giving you guys period 1 and 2 material. That way you guys have stuff. Even if you guys get a DBQ period 3, you need to make sure you reference periods 1 and 2. So I got me there?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So even though the DBQ is only going to be periods 3 to 7, you still got no material outside of those periods very well. All right, go ahead, Frederick.
Use specific examples, thinking, vocabulary terms, identify and describe. Build up to and be relevant to the prompt. And basically, through 3 different sentences of what do I need to know that happened before this prompt. Topic to understand the prompt. Topic.
Okay. So again, all you're doing in the contextualization is saying, what do I need to know that happened before this prompt? Topic to understanding the prompts. All right. So let's look at the first prompt here. Okay. So what you guys got to do here is really kind of break down idea like what is the skill you got to use, what's the topic, and then what's the timeline. So the time period. So evaluate the relative importance of different causes for the rising tensions between the American colonists and the British government in the period 1754-1776. So what skill is this prompt asking you guys to do? I'm asking anybody on the call. What skill is this prompt asking you to do?
Compare.
Okay, yeah, you're comparing. What else?
Causation.
Yes, you're doing causation. I hope you guys are writing that in the skills section. As we're doing this, write this down in the skills section. We're doing the first one together. So write this down in the skills section. So we got compare, we got causation. What else?
Context.
Well, that's kind of, you're doing contextualization, yes, right. So basically, let me go back here. The skills are your historical thinking skills. This is why you guys got to know these. So contextualization, a context is right. Causation is right. You're doing a comparison, but there's something else you're doing here too. So again, evaluate the relative importance of different causes for the rising tensions between the American colonists and the British government in the period of 1754-1776. There's one more you guys got here. What is that, y'all? Any ideas? Say, give me some kind of feedback.
I don't know what it would be.
Okay. Anybody else? Again, you can't be wrong now. It's fine. All right, so look at my screen. I'm gonna go to my blog. This is what you guys should be going at too. And we're doing something with these historical thinking skills in a couple of days. My blog is where I have all the historical thinking skills broken down for you. You should have a handout somewhere. I'm pretty sure I gave it to you, but if not, it's on my blog. Yeah. Computer goes very slow. All right. Historical thinking skills. Can you close the door for me? All right. So we said causation. This is the other one I would probably say is patterns of continuity and change over time. So let's go look at that real quick. Thing about continuity and change over time involves the ability to recognize, analyze, and evaluate the dynamics of history over periods of time of varying lengths. It often involves discovering patterns. The study of themes in the history is often a tool of choice to understand change over time. So here's an example. This is an example of a contextualization. The decades before Civil War raises interesting questions about continuity change over time concerning attitudes towards slavery in the North and South. Historians are interested in how the institution of slavery was viewed as a necessary evil after the American Revolution became views of positive good in the South. Did anybody see how this can be also another skill you could be using?
Yeah.
If you don't, say you don't. But historical causation is a big one. So let's go back to our document. So what do we have here in skills right now? We got causation. What else?
Compare.
DCOT.
Okay. Thank you. Now, what's the topic? It's a very straightforward. It's in the prompt. What's the topic?
Tension between American colonists and the British government.
It's even more simple than that. You said tension between between the American colonies and the British government. I would just say difference between Britain and American, the colonies and Great Britain. That's all I would say. Because think about that's the reason why we went to the American Revolution, right? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. And then the timeline is straightforward. What's the timeline we're looking at?
1754 to 1776.
All right, that's all it is. So when you guys see the prompt, we need to be able to do this in about a minute or two, okay? You can look at, okay, what skills do I need to use based on the prompt, the topic. Again, try to be very clear and specific to what the topic is. You guys have the computer. This is where I say I might highlight it. And remember, in the example that I gave you guys, I highlighted the prompt all over the place. And then I have the timeline. All right, context. I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes. Go ahead and write your contextualization right now, okay? If you want to have a thesis statement, go ahead, but basically give me that introduction, 3 to 5 sentences. So go ahead and write that in the box, and I want you guys to share your screen, and then I'm going to give some feedback, okay? So go ahead. You guys going to have 5 minutes. Write out your contextualization. Remember, this is practice, so do the best you can. Okay, a little bit over 1 minute, you guys. And cut those videos on if I can see you guys. I'm gonna do some share screens. All right, so stop typing. Again, you gotta stop typing. Cut those videos on, you guys. Come on. There's a very high chance you guys take the AP exam. You're gonna have to be on video, so cut that video on. I love it if we don't have to worry about that, but let's start looking at this. All right. Share me a screen so I can see. Do you guys have the share screen option there? Do you guys have the share screen option?
It says you cannot start screen sharing while other participants are sharing.
Okay. All right, so I'll stop my share. Can one of you guys share now? Can you guys share your screen?
If I typed it on my computer, how do I just like show the computer or what?
There should be like a little button in the video that's gonna be like says green button says share screen. Like down there where you cut your video off and on and stuff like that.
Okay.
If you don't see it, that's cool. You can do something different. All right. Don't worry about this. I don't think you can share it. Okay. Let's just do it this way. Somebody read me their contextualization. Let me get somebody to read theirs.
I can read mine. I don't know if I'm right.
That's fine. I want you to be wrong. I want you to be wrong now, so everybody can read theirs, and that's even better. And I won't go. We can do all this off of one prompt. But if y'all get good with this now, that is at least 2 points you got, right? And that's what I'm doing this for. So don't worry about being right. You guys gonna get better over the next 2 weeks. So whoever wants to read it, just go one at a time. If everybody wants to read that one prompt, that's cool. And then we can just go through the breakdown of the other 2 prompts. So let me get that first contextualization. And don't try to fix it. Read exactly as you guys got it wrote on the paper, okay, y'all? Who's going first?
I can go.
Who wants to go second? I got Destiny first. Who's going second?
Me. Oh, yeah.
I heard Frederick. Who's going third?
I'll go third.
Okay. All right, so let's go with those first 3, and let's see where Miss Kelly and Swaria want to go next. All right, go ahead, Destiny. Just read mine. Again, don't be shy. Cut the camera off. I can see you guys, and I want you to read exactly as it says there, because that's what's going to be graded. So go ahead.
I said between 1754 and 1776, tensions between American colonists and the British government were very high. The British government was putting taxes on the American colonists, taxes such as the Stamp Act and the Sugar Act, and these were all considered war debt.
This was considered all what? What was it considered what now?
War debt, like war taxes, debt. Yeah.
Okay, read it one more time.
Between 1754 and 1776, tensions between American colonists and the British government were very high. The British government was putting taxes on the American colonists, taxes such as Stamp Act and Sugar Act. All of these were considered war debts.
Okay. So that's just contextualization, no thesis. That's good. Everybody give her a round of applause. That's good. You definitely brought in some things that happened, like as far as events leading up to the American Revolution, because this is that definitely talking about that. So that sounds good. Frederick, what you got?
So rising tensions between the colonists and Britain between 1754 to 1776 were a result of the debt caused by the French and Indian War. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All that I would say was yours. Try to develop it more, because again, that first sentence you got to try to draw in that reader. Okay.
Yeah.
You talk about the French and Indian War. That's even better because you really show contextualization. Y'all give them a clap for that. That's really good, but you got to make sure you expand it more. So it's in these cases here, I'd rather you guys be more exploratory, meaning more expansive, than you guys be very short to the point. Y'all got me on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Annabelle, what you got?
I said the French and Indian War changed the relationship between American colonists and the British government. By the end of the war, Great Britain had won, both countries were basically broke, and the tensions continued to rise between the two due to the Sugar Stamp and Townshend Acts.
Okay, still good. I like that too. It's very similar to the Destinies. So give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. Okay. All right. So do you guys see how you get a lot of from just a prompt?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything we're talking about right now, this needs to be done in 5 minutes or less. Everybody got me on that?
Yeah.
To the point where I want y'all to be able to see, I want y'all to be able to visualize this kind of document, and y'all can bring this up. It's open book test. It's open book test. But at the same token, you don't want to make sure you keep yourself with a limited amount of time. So let's look at the next one. And I'm gonna really kind of go to Miss Kelly, and that's why you're here for help me out here. So here the prompts. Evaluate the extent to which the ratification of the United States Constitution fostered political change in the United States from 1777 to 1800. What are the skills here for this prompt?
Causation.
Causation, yes.
Change over time.
Yes. Those are really two good ones there. So that's good. I'm giving a round of applause. Good job with that. All right. So now, what would be the topic? This is for anybody on the call. What's the topic here?
I said that it was ratification of the United States Constitution.
But what about that ratification of the United States Constitution?
Fostered political change.
That's the part you got to remember. So yeah, you're 100%, 1,000% right as far as the ratification of the Constitution. But then you got to make sure you go ahead and go farther and say what it did as far as foster political change. And then you got to talk about what that political change was. In this case here, I'm going to tell you, the first thing I'm going to think about is the AOC, Articles of Confederation. Everybody got me there? That's the first thing anytime I see Constitution, I immediately think about the Articles of Confederation. Because without the Articles of Confederation, there will be no Constitution. Y'all got me there?
Yeah.
And then here, the timeline is very straightforward. 1777 to 1800. This means we're talking about the first 5 presidents. Y'all got me on that? What happened with George Washington and what happened with those first 5 presidents? In my contextualization, I got to talk about the AOC. If you talk about the AOC, you're looking awesome there. Has everybody got me there?
Yeah.
All right, give yourselves a round of applause. Last one, Aswaria is on you. I just need to hear the skills and topic. All right, the prompt, evaluate the extent to which economic, social, and political developments in the period of 1800 to 1848 fostered change in America. What's the skill? This is a little harder one, but I'm gonna help you out. Just give me at least one.
Wait, are we doing the second one or the third one now?
The third one.
Oh, okay. I- um, change over time or continuity and change. I don't know which one.
I'll say both. I would say
Okay.
both. So this is one thing I want you guys all to do this, okay? Go back to this website, review all of these historical thinking skills.
Your blog?
Yeah, it's on my blog. Right here where it says AP historical thinking skills. And we're gonna do some work on this on Thursday. We're gonna really focus on this, so you need to really know these. So I'm kind of keeping it in here. There's another one here we're not really looking at a lot. It's called interpretation. We all know what that is. You can probably say evaluate the extent to which economic, social, and political developments in the period of. Oh, come on. Don't try to fix my spelling. In the period 1800 to 1848, foster change in America. You could say interpretation because to foster, you talk about the idea of economic, social, political. It's all about how people interpret things and how people see the law. So you can have interpretation there. That is a very high level thinking skill. If you guys can pull that off, you're gonna do extremely well in this test coming up. But otherwise, Aswaria, what other ones did you say?
I said continuity and change or change over time.
I'll say both, yeah. Continuity and change, that would definitely be good. Yeah. And also historical argumentation. You guys are definitely making an argument here, right? Won't you be forced to make argument here? I'm asking you.
Yeah.
And all of these, honestly, go ahead and start thinking this now. No matter what, be ready to make an argument. Is that right? Got me on that? Be
Yeah.
argumentative, and no matter what you guys do, that way you at least get that one historical thinking skill, and then say, based on historical thinking, historical argumentation, blah blah blah. Causation is blah blah blah. Make sure you guys say those words. That way the reader knows that, hey, this person is talking about this. You can put it in parentheses, meaning that it's not something you necessarily got to read, but you're showing that you're using this. All right, the topic is going to be what? It's up for the whole group. What's the topic?
How social, economic, and political developments foster change.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. The timeline is obviously 1800 to 1848. All right, so this is what I want you guys to do in your documents. We all did prompt 1, so you guys are good with that one. For prompt 2, make a note somewhere that we did that on the phone call, okay? That way I don't reach for part 2. I want you guys to now give me a contextualization for prompt 3, okay? And I'm gonna let a couple of you guys share that out again. So I'm gonna give you guys another 5 minutes on the clock. This will be where we're gonna stop. And then 5 minutes starting now, go ahead and write another contextualization, okay? On the third prompt. Go. All right, a little bit less than a minute. Twelve seconds. All right, no more writing. All right. Go ahead. Let me know what you guys got. Who wants to read? Let me get two people. Two people. Y'all did pretty good. Two people. Any volunteers?
I can go.
So Uno, give me those.
Okay.
Okay. Destiny, go ahead.
During the period 1800 to 1848, economic, social, and political developments fostered change in America. One major thing that fostered change was the War of 1812. This created change within the Native American community because they allied with the British soldiers during this time. Another thing that was political was the Trail of Tears. This is when Native Americans were forced off their land for a long journey when many died. And that's why I had to stop it.
I think that's really, really good. Could you possibly try to bring in some more stuff from periods 1 and 2?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would say is that is perfect. That is excellent. Give her a round of applause. But you guys try to bring in some from periods 1 and 2, because then you remember it happened roughly 20 to 30 years before. That's the only part you got. So maybe talk about the Native Americans in colonial America and how they were treated and how that connected to Trail of Tears. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. Go ahead.
The extent to which economic, social, and political developments in America during the period of 1800 to 1848 that fostered change was the cause of the War of 1812, as it was a military conflict between the USA and Britain, as Britain was impressing the United States. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So the same thing. When you do the contextualization, you still got to make sure you guys think about the periods that came beforehand. Y'all did perfect talk about the War of 1812. That's good too. But now maybe talk about the events, how War of 1812 is like maybe the Second American Revolution. So reference the American Revolution, how the developments of the United States, because of the 1812 war, really began with the war that happened in the American Revolution. Everybody got me on that? And
Yeah.
even though, and then talk about how the United States did not win this war, but how things like Francis Scott Key and things like that really helped foster the idea of national pride. That's how you guys want to use that contextualization part, okay?
Okay.
So with both examples I got now, I thought they were pretty good. If you guys get a point or not, it's really it's a question mark, because I didn't really hear the 20 to 30 years before the prompt. But it was a pretty good contextualization paragraph, or at least starts what I heard. All right, so what I would say, doing things like this, the feedback is where it really helps to give you guys the opportunity to do it back. This is something we're gonna be doing in class, but obviously we're not in there. We got another one we're gonna do tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will be here. Maybe some more people will be on there. I'm gonna post this recording to the actual assignment for you guys. Only submit the for part 1 and then the part 3 and then part 2. Just write somewhere in there we did that on the video call. You guys will be exempt from that part, no worries. And this will still go in your grade book under the writing section to help you guys grades out, okay?
Okay.
I am going to challenge you to go ahead, and you can find tons of prompts online. Like, you got those. Even use the prompts that I gave you guys in your folders that we done for other SAQ prompts, things like that we done. Try to do the same thing with those and just make a contextualization. Does everybody make sense there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Does anybody got any questions about anything I posted for this first assignment? Be it the review package or the prompt and context.
I have a question, but it's about the thinking skills.
Okay. What's up?
So should we print this one out too to just like study it? Because you said like before we do the DBQ, we should like kind of like do similar to the chart that we just did.
So like print out the page here.
Yeah.
I would say either print it out and highlight the key things so you can see it quickly, or have it up on another screen so you can see it quickly there too.
Okay.
Next week is when you guys should be able to get a trial run and see how the AP exam is gonna be working for you guys. But my assumption is, and what I'm gonna tell you, to make sure nothing works out badly for you, if you're using your phone to type it up, that's fine. If you use a computer to type it up using your laptop, that's fine too. But have whatever piece of device you're using, only have that one piece. Now you guys got an option to write out the DBQ. That's why you got that 5-minute upload time period. Y'all got me there? So if you want to write it out, you just feel comfortable, that's fine too. But just make sure I say in case to ask you a question, you can have this up if you want it. And we're going to do this again. We're going to focus on historical thinking skills on Thursday. So it's going to be, honestly, I'm going to test y'all on historical thinking skills on Thursday. But it's going to be in the escape room. We're going to do that escape room for it. I'll have it up or have it highlighted, have it written out. Because what I did here is I gave you guys a definition and I gave you guys an example. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That way you get through a lot quicker. But then we're going to focus on this Thursday too, which hopefully help you guys out too.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? That was a good one. Any other questions or concerns? All right. So to recap, submit this sheet, practice it. Okay, you guys got to practice stuff outside of me telling you guys to do it and making it like on a phone call. This way you guys get better at it. Always look at a prompt and think about the skill, topic, and timeline. Your goal is to get this done in 5 minutes or less, right? And that includes the writing portion of it too. See it, identify, write 5 minutes or less. Then you guys want to make sure you review the strategic review packet. I found online. I thought that she did a great job with this. Make sure you guys help you out as well. And then review these historical thinking skills. Okay. And submit this assignment to Google Classroom. Tomorrow we have another DBQ practice. We'll do another Zoom. Now we'll be focusing on the documents, okay?
Okay.
And then by next week, we'll be looking at a whole DBQ. So I'm gonna give y'all a whole 45 minutes to write a DBQ. The first time we're gonna do it together. The second time, I'm gonna walk you through it. Okay?
Okay.
The goal is before y'all take the test, we should write at least 3 DBQs before y'all write. That's my goal. But then I'm gonna give you guys a whole bunch more if y'all want to just practice it. So for this document here, we have to take a picture because you might have to take a picture of your assignment, upload it. We're gonna practice that. So you just have this printed out or however way you want to do it to where we can talk about it. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow at the same time, same back place, same back cave, same everything, all right?
Okay.
All right, any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. All right, so I am going to go ahead and say peace out. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure you guys hit that submissions. Don't worry about being late or nothing. But good job, all right, you guys? Hope this helps. I really hope this helps.
Thank
all
you.
Right. No problem.
Thank
Talk to you later.
you.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.